I would say that music is really an essential part of human life. That's a very, very broad statement. But what I think music does, it helps us express ourselves. It helps us express the feelings that we have ourselves, that we need to be able to express. It helps us also to understand a little bit more about the world around us, because music is a communal thing. And therefore we hear other people's musical expressions, and we learn from them. And very often I think very often what happens is that somebody will express something in music, and we'll hear that and we'll say, oh yeah, I understand that. Yes, I've experienced that. And it's a wonderful thing for me to be able to listen to and perhaps even sing, because it helps me express something very important to myself. Music is really very important to the parish because it really aids our worship. Saint Augustine once said that the person who sings prays twice. And I think that since we have come into church to give praise and glory to God, music helps us to do that. Music helps us to understand that we are a community because we're singing together. Music helps us to understand what our faith is all about, because music tends to be rather instructional, actually. But music is really an important way of expressing our prayer and also deepening our prayer and helping us to understand a little bit better who we are as Christians, who we are as Catholic Christians, and what we're there about.
Music has always gladdened my heart. When I was a child, when I needed to renew myself spiritually, I climbed this mountain behind my house with my flute, and I practiced flute in the woods. And I would listen to the animals and the birds and everything. Lots of times here in church, people say to me, I love to hear you sing, or I love to hear your choir sing, but I can't sing. It's really sad for me when I hear that. And I say to people each time, God made every bird in the woods, and they all make their individual sounds, and it's beautiful together. And God made everyone's voice here in church. And the most powerful feeling that I can get in my work is to hear this church sing together. It's the most beautiful sound to me. I've been a musician my entire life. I believe that everything I did on my way here prepared me for this job without me even ever imagining that I would have a job like this. It was he who taught this song to me, a song of praise to God. Lord, my God,
I am the organist and the accompanist here at Church of the Resurrection. It has been a joy to play for over 30 years here at the church, and through 5 choir directors, beginning with John Leipelt and to our current music director, Kathleen Faust. The music ministry has been growing over the years, and now it is wonderful because we have the involvement of so many youth, so many children, and so many different types of instruments. So it has grown from a very small beginning to participation of the people and assembly singing beautifully. And if anyone is interested in becoming a member of our music ministry, please join us. We have many groups and many styles of music for you to participate in.
Me not for sacrifice. My work with the parishioners in the assembly here at Church of the Resurrection is something special to me. As a performer, I always felt that I communicated with my audience through my flute playing. and it was enriching. This is 10 times more enriching. The idea of bringing music to people, to pray through music, to communicate with people in music and prayer, not only that I'm communicating to them, but when I hear the people in the church sing back and I see their eyes and their emotions and I hear their comments after Mass, it is the most fulfilling time that I have.
God, my God, come to my aid, come to my aid.
I'm a parishioner here at Church of the Resurrection. I've been part of the music ministry program here since about 2000 or 2001, and I've been leading the 5:30 evening mass ever since then. I'm also the youth and young adult coordinator here. I work with some of the young adults and some of the high school students of our parish, and help them explore their faith and really develop their faith as they move on to their adult lives. Music ministry is one avenue that I found, at least for the young folks that I work with, is a great gateway to really starting to explore and ask questions and learn more about their faith as they grow from young adulthood into adulthood. This is Mr. Rogers. It's a lovely, lovely day in the neighborhood. It's a lovely, lovely day in the neighborhood. Won't you be mine? I personally feel that music ministry is a really wonderful opportunity for folks in our parish community to have another opportunity to experience their faith, grow their faith, and have another way to share maybe some of their gifts and talents that they've been blessed with. I always like to encourage folks, young or old or in between, to really give it a chance. If an opportunity arises and you feel like joining us, definitely come and let me know, and we definitely have a spot for you.
We are many parts, we are all one body, and the gifts we have, we are given to share.